Hello everybody, I'm Duke James. This is Vietnam 3.0. So, I really don't think with Ming and Song allied I'm going to be able to defeat them because that's way too many troops. They have combined. Ming has 80,000 troops and Song has 70,000 troops. I have 24,000, Shah has 30,000. There's just no way. So I have to figure out how to get them separated again. Hopefully before they attack Shah. But I'm losing 77 ducats because of overinvestment. I think that's a lot. Has to do with the automatic investment that I did, because they were putting 500 ducats every 3 years into investment. So I'm going to go ahead and actually just turn that off. So they stop investing. And then also I have 71% provincial corruption, so that also hurts a lot as well. But my income is 150 ducats. And my realm expenses is close to 1,000 ducats. So my property income is negative 433 ducats, so hopefully that drops. And then the property expenses should drop as well, and that'll counterbalance, and then I probably won't do taxes again, so that'll raise a little bit of extra income. I think if I want to fight Ming and Song, if I have to fight them together, I probably want at least 50,000 troops myself, because that's... I feel like that's the ideal number to fight their troops, because then if they have 200,000 men, then my 50,000 men would be fighting 1/4 of their combined armies, which is probably not going to be, their entire forces are not going to be together, so probably I'd be fighting 50,000 versus 100,000, I imagine. Because it'd probably be, I'd have to attack a 50k stack, and then they would have another 50k stack nearby to reinforce that, so there's no way 24,000 men are going to be able to stand up to that. So 50,000 is probably where I want to be. So hopefully with this, expand service infrastructure, which I can actually do now once I have 200 mil points. This should increase my manpower and force limit. It's based off of welfare, so I'm going to try to do some reforms or privileges that increase welfare as well. And then it's also based on state reach, which my state reach right now is 62%. So it's actually, state reach is pretty good, which is actually adding to corruption, so that's bad, but should help out hopefully with manpower. And then it'll also give 5% army professionalism. And then there's also... most of these government reforms do nothing except this one. Tier 5 internal structure, which does stuff with vassals, which I have none. I just have tributaries. And then this one deals with yearly army professionalism. So if I wanted to, I could go to this one, which would... right now it gives yearly army professionalism negative 1%. This would give negative 0.5%, but this one gives nothing. It's flat. And it just requires enlistment, which is what I want to do here. This is enlistment, so once I do that 5%, I'll get 5% army professionalism from this one, and then I can go ahead and just skip this reform and go to this one and get an additional 1% army professionalism from this. Because this one adds 0.5% army professionalism, but that requires military organization, career soldiery, 4+, and enlistment. I think I'm on hybrid military right now. Wait, no, I think I might be on number 3, so I could potentially wait to do that, because that gives 10 corruption, which is why I don't want to just skip, why I want to skip this one and go to at least this one. That is actually this one. This one gives... reduces noble manpower a noble investment into their levies, but it gives 5% movement speed, negative 10% land attrition, 10% manpower recovery speed, and 5% army professionalism. And it actually... I could actually do that once I have the mill points. So I'll probably actually wait and then do this one before I do this government reform. Okay, so I've rivaled Bengal, and Goryeo has rivaled me. Also, Castile showed up. Castile owns a ton of provinces now. They own this province, they own this province, this province, this province, this province. I didn't even notice they did that, but they have all those provinces now. So Europe has shown up over here, and I could rival them. Interestingly, I'm rival to Majapahit. They're too far away for me to interact with. So I can't even interact with that rival. Same with Goryeo. They're too far away, so I could rival them, but I have no fear of being attacked by them, and I can't attack them. Which is weird that you can rival somebody that you can't interact with. Alright, since I've rivaled these guys, I'm going to go ahead and attack them, because I want some money. So I'm going to call in Shah and Ayutthaya. They're allied with Madurai. They also have like 60,000 troops, which is why I need to call in these guys. So I'll see how this goes, try to raise some money. While I wait for mill points to finish out quality. And then I'll take, the next idea group will be professionalism. So I'm focusing pretty much now exclusively on the military to try to beef my military up in order to survive a Chinese onslaught. Now, if Song and Ming attack Shah combined, there's not much I can do. So I might not even join that war. Alright, give me access. Give me access to your lands, through your lands. Start from the south and then work my way up. Severe looting. That's about even. They have a lot more cav, though. They're probably going to build more troops as well. Recent reforms are gone, so I could do that now. Once I get the mill points, do that reform. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should just go... I could walk directly to their capital. What is that? Forest? Who's gonna get there first? November 2nd, October 30th. What if I force march my way there? October 28th. They don't want to do that then. I'd like to fight their troops. Not in these territories, though. Okay, that's floodplain. So I'll fight him there. Yeah, stack wiped them. Their militech is 18, so they might have more troops. Same with Madurai. They might have more troops, but their militech is 5 levels behind, so... Shouldn't be that hard. The battle should be pretty easy. Yeah, I'm gonna move for their capital. I'll let my allies deal with their troops. I'll do the looting. Okay, killed some rebels for them. I also have level 3 advisors now. Yeah, that's a level 2. Can't promote level 2 to 3, apparently. That is forest. Don't want to fight in forest. Stack wipe them anyway. Alright then. Their capital is fort defense negative 11%. Oh yeah, that's gonna fall fast. Peasants pay 300 ducats. The more revenue I get, the more goes to corruption, so... I don't want to actually... I think it nets me like 6 ducats, but most of it just gets siphoned off due to corruption, so I'd rather the peasants actually keep their money. So I'm gonna go ahead and do... well, grain first of all. And then temporary tax relief. And then I'll probably, at some point, take commerce property from the burghers. And that should net me some extra cash as well. There's a lot of troops over there. Alright, that is the war goal. I'm gonna take a merc unit, put them over here to act as a scout. Looks like most of their army actually went over here, so that is floodplain. Yeah, I'll take that fight. Okay, 1 troop. What is that, floodplain? Yeah, I'll fight that army. We can pick a son. Natural leader, entrepreneurial, inquisitive. Can I pick the strongest guy? I want mill points. I'll just go natural leader. He's a 3-2-4. So average. Alright, stack wipe that. Where's their best province for loot? Over here? Yeah, I'll take these forts then. My allies are losing battles. We can trap them. Thought they were going to attack with that 15k stack. That would have been ambitious. Yeah, I want to loot this province, so I'm going to get these forts, go over there. I don't think Madurai even has access, so they can't even come over here. Also, I should be able to do that reform now. Yeah, that puts my, so the taxes were about 7 ducats, so I'd rather just, most of that money goes to corruption anyway, so I'd rather keep that with the peasants. Let's see, that reform, oh, I can do a lot of reforms. I'm not going to do that. So expand service infrastructure, that is what I want. Expanding service infrastructure costs 4 stability. Jesus. I mean, if that costs 4 stability, I might as well just do some further reforms. What happens if I click this? Does that count as further? Yeah, now I lose 6 stability, and stability increase interval plus 80%. How about further reforms? $30 legitimacy. So I increase my direct taxation and enlistment for all of my stability and all of my legitimacy. From positive 3 stability to negative 3 stability. And it's only 1 rebel faction. We are really stable. We're a stable country. Alright, that should probably cost a lot of money now, actually. Because of the hopefully it's a lot of manpower, which will cost a lot of money. So I need money. That is a status quo. Don't fight them, Shah. Not with that 16k stack. Okay. That stack nearby did not want to help. They did not give a shit. Okay. My ruler died. That restores my legitimacy. So that's actually, not bad. My legitimacy is negative 5%. Alright, yeah, negative 50% progress towards stability. I have no stability, so bring it on. I'll align with the bureaucrats again. So I want level 3 advisors. That's the only thing that's annoying about that. I want level 3 bureaucratic advisors. I'll take level 2 bureaucrat advisors for admin and dip. And change it at a later time. I'll take a Metropolitan Advisor, level 3. Just to avoid having to constantly change advisors, because it takes a long time to get a level 3 Bureaucratic Advisor. Do they have a navy? They have a little bit of light ships. It's actually pretty far from my base. %85%. Come on, guys. Yeah, I wanted to take this province and then go up there and prevent that from being taken. But the garrison should be pretty small, so I'll just go up there now. And I can loot it again. Good old double looting. That also gave a little bit of power projection, which I really haven't had much of. Actually, this province should fall relatively quickly. Should have a decent amount of loot. Oh yeah, that was quick. Alright, grab that fort. That leaves this open to attack. We can grab all the ducats in that province. Hey, I have 2 extra merchants. Because the center of trade and my capital upgraded to level 3, major center of trade. So I don't know how long I'll have those, but merchant there, here. Stick one there and here. And that is a ring of all the merchants that I can go to around my node. Alright, yeah, this is gonna fall quickly. Couple hundred ducats there. And that's gonna fall so fast. "41 days. There are 131,000 people living here. 1.1 million peasants living here. It's being culture converted. 25%. The industry size is 347. Level 3 amenities. Level 2 irrigation. Level 1 harbor. Should be a decent amount of loot. 1,200 ducats. I don't want to roll for a general, because my mill points are precious. Because I'm behind on Miltech now, so I want to get that next Miltech level. Yeah, that stuff fell quick. It matterized landing troops. They could not get access through Andhra. Yeah, this is probably destroying the economy in this area. Trade and all that stuff, but at this point, I want ducats. So, you know, a little bit of decreased demand. I don't go bankrupt. It's a trade-off I'll take. Also, I haven't taken this province yet because they are a close tributary of Ayutthaya, so if Shah disappears and I become a tributary under one of these guys, then I will break with Ayutthaya and then I will attack them and do all that stuff that everybody wants me to do. But if it doesn't happen, then it might not happen. Alright, where are the remaining good provinces to loot? There's not many. That one is being sieged. There's a province right here that I don't know about. I'll send a troop to walk to that. Okay, my manpower is 23,000. So it dropped... It dropped 10,000 from enlistment. Hopefully that's just one of those things that it does sometimes. Our army's reached 20% professionalism. We can build supply depots and we get faster army drill gain. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do concessions with the nobility. Tenant abuse. There's a couple of reforms that add welfare, or privileges that add welfare. I don't think that's base welfare, though. So I believe that ticks down. Corruption is massive. Welfare 5.5 in our capital. Yeah, welfare seems to be about 6-ish around the country, 7 down there. So I should be getting manpower from the provinces. Maybe it's corruption based. Because of the corruption is so massive, it's just decreased it? Hopefully that increases. Otherwise I'm kind of screwed. I think that's my cap, 5,000, which is why my manpower drops so much. Song have gotten a claim. Oh, they want my entire country. Yeah, they've made me rivals, so that's definitely not ideal. Ming, you want to ally? They wouldn't ally me. Yeah. Viet Army strength, Viet Navy strength, neutral attitude, trust -14. The trust almost just entirely wipes away all of the positive. So that's definitely not going to happen. Okay, manpower went back up to 36,000, so it's where it was before. I need it to be more than that. Yeah, this doesn't seem to be decreasing. I think it's mostly farmland, so I think I might have to give some of that farmlands away to the peasants, which unfortunately would increase corruption by a lot. So we're gonna have a very corrupt country. Unless I just keep looting. They're at 83%, so... I'm definitely going to want war reps. Humiliate would be nice for power projection. Imagine war reps, I probably wouldn't get much of that. Yeah, I'd only get 300 ducats of that. So that's probably not worthwhile. Transfer trade. Stick a merchant over here. Any last minute provinces to loot? No, pretty much everything's occupied already. Everything worth looting, for the most part, is occupied. That province over there. Grab this province and then piece them out. It's really the only one left. Yeah, our expenses increased. Manpower probably did that. Property expenses is not dropping, so I think what's happening is whatever provinces we're invested in are negative, and they're not really... The people aren't migrating faster or being born faster. Like, this one is negative 128. But the natural change of the peasantry is 1,124, and the migration is only 684, so that's not quick enough to offset that, which is kind of like what happened down here. It took a while for this to increase population-wise, and it's still, the forestries in this province is still extremely negative, despite 247,000 people living here. This province started at 20,000 people, so it's increased by a lot, but the industries are still negative. Yeah, its output is 48 out of 126. So it's not, in terms of fuel, raw 60 out of 126. So it's not producing as much as it could, which is weird because there's a lot of people here. The labor difference is still 0. Is this at least leading to increased population growth? No, it's 32,000 only. So all this money is not even leading to higher population growth. Resident growth 5,000. Wealth, burgers are rich. Food industry is at about 2,000. So we produce more food than demand, produce more salt. Fiber 674. Fuel, raw material, good. Exotic goods 37. Consumer goods are good. Naval is good. Industrial is good. Luxury, not so much. Knowledge is good. Okay, so industry-wise, we're doing pretty okay. I think I'm just going to have a negative 74 ducat balance for a while. Until this corruption decreases. Actually, let me see. There's these reforms, or privileges, that reduce, or just this one, reduces bureaucracy corruption, reduces noble levies. But it should reduce bureaucracy corruption. That's a possibility. I think their influence would have to be 30% in order to do that. They're at 22-ish right now. Alright, it's like an extra 400 ducats, so an extra 2 months of budget deficits. Alright, they'll transfer me 50% of their trade power, 10% of the money, 113 ducats. Humiliated. I'll go back and drill some more. So I'll take off a merchant from over here. We looted 21,000 ducats, 5,200 of which went directly into our treasury. I'll use that merchant to collect. So that's an additional 9 ducats. So the deficit drops down to 57. Let's go ahead and do Show of Devotion, reduce tributes. Call that guy back, and I'll end this part here. So, got some money. Loans probably aren't the worst thing if I have to take loans, but 57 ducats, we have 8,000 ducats. That's a good cushion right there. So hopefully that negative property income and huge property expense, hopefully that drops over time. But yeah, so thank you for watching. Goodbye.